That's the bell signifying it's the Weighing Interjection show. It is time for me to whip the punk's ass again. Cannot wait to do that. I'm going to humble you, boy.
Never happens, though.
Humble
it
you.
never happens. There's always one winner on this show, and it's always me.
Oh, my
This guy
God.
right here.
He lies.
I'm the only winner that ever comes across on this show. That's it. That's
all right, let's
we've
go.
Ever had.
Come on,
Thompson
Dave.
is the winner. All right, Dave. Take it away, buddy.
All right, let's get into this first topic. Where does Ngannou go if he fights out his contract?
Well, John, we've talked about this over and over. You really can't fight it out if you continue to win. There's always one more fight or two more fights or three more fights, depending on how your contract is laid out, that you'll be continue to stay there if you continue to win as the champion. They don't allow the champions to leave. And so the champion is stuck in the championship clause of continuing to fight until they lose. So where does he go? He keeps his ass there. That's what happens until they come to an agreement that he's not going to be able to go anywhere else and just keep making the amount of money he's making or hopefully get a better contract. That's it.
So obviously you have just predicted that Francis Ngannou is going to beat Cyril Gane in their fight on January 22nd. May not be a bad prediction, but it may bite you in the ass again because Cyril Gane may take that fight. But you're right. If you're taking a look, if Francis Ngannou wins this, there is no negotiation. He's going to end up back with the UFC, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing for the UFC. It's a good thing for the fans. It's a good thing for everyone. If he does lose that fight, he will have the ability at this time to be able to go and see where he wants to go, see what is out there, see what his price is on the outside away from the UFC, and that could be a very good thing for his bank account.
All right, and with that, let's get into topic number 2. We are going to play forward thinking. We're going to do things a little bit different for this one, so we're going to make some fighter predictions for 2022. I'm going to give you 3 fighters' names, and then each of them are going to have their own individual topic that I want you to discuss and make predictions for in 2022. So for Dustin Poirier, let's talk about his weight divisions.
John, I think if he was smart, he would stay at 155 and he would make another run at the title because I think he has that opportunity and that chance. I think the UFC would give him that opportunity and that chance because he's been such a mainstay at that division and had such success. He's come through for them several times on multiple occasions on stepping up on big time fights. I think that he deserves that much, and I honestly have already came out and I said that. If he fought Charles again, I think he beats him.
Well, I don't know how you could just say if he fights Charles again, he beats him. It's a possibility.
Yeah,
because there was a possibility to the first one, but Charles won, and so you got to say, well, there's a good possibility Charles beats him for a second time. But I look at it and say, if he wants to go to 170, then go to 170. I don't think that he's going to make a title run there like he could make again at the lightweights. I think if he wants to make that title run, I think the lightweight is his division. I think that's where he matches up well. He's got good power. He's got good speed. It's just a question of where does he at this time, where is it that his heart's at? What is it he wants? That's what he's got to figure out, and that's where he'll go.
Well, John, if you were to give me a money fight at 170 that would make him want to go there, it would only be Colby Covington. I can't think of another 170 pounder that would make it worth his time to go up there when he could stay at 55 and potentially contend for the title again after one fight. Or maybe if someone falls out, drop right into another title fight. If Justin Gaethje gets hurt or Justin Gaethje can't step up and fight, I could see them sliding him in there for an automatic rematch.
Yeah, but take a look.
One win, too, he could be back at a title.
If you're talking about, just jumping the line, if they were to put him against Colby Covington and he was to come away with a win, where's he at in the division? He's right at the top.
Usman, let's go.
All right. Our next fighter is Nate Diaz, and the topic is promotions.
Look, promotions. I don't think promotions has anything to do with Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz has one more fight left on his UFC contract. Could he sign another one? He could, and that's fine. But I think if he doesn't, and he does get out of that, he gets through that one fight, no matter if it's a win or loss. It is, where is Nate Diaz going to be going? He's not going to be going to another promotion. I don't see that happening. I see him going to another sport. He's going to go towards the Jake Paul gravy train. That's where you're going to see Nate Diaz. He's going to be switching over to a boxing set of gloves. He's going to put on the shoes, and he's going to throw down with a guy named Jake Paul on Showtime.
Jon, I believe that I was right again. I called this a long, long time ago. I would say probably, 3-4 months ago maybe. I said that if he does leave, he will leave and fight Jake Paul. I still am not fully correct and 100%, but I think this is what's going to happen. He's going to fight his one fight, and he's going to bounce out to go fight Jake Paul in a boxing match. I think that's what the reality is. And like you said, he's not signing with a promotion. He's signing for a fight. And he will make his decisions from there. If he gets a win, there's an automatic rematch clause in that Jake Paul contract. So they'll do it again for the second time, and which means more money. Exactly. So in that situation, I think that's exactly what you're going to see. I think you're going to see him fight out the one fight, win or lose. Tell me, no one gives a crap whether he loses or not. They want to see the Jake Paul fight.
Yep.
All right, our third fighter is Jon Jones, and the topic is heavyweight run.
Yeah, look. First off, Jon Jones is a talented bitch. That's just the way it is. Is he going to be talented at heavyweight? Yes. Look he can wrestle. And I loved when this is what people don't get. I'm watching Jon Jones. He's wrestling with Jadon Cox, a Olympic bronze medalist, and people are saying, look this guy's eating Jon Jones up. And even Jon said that, he's never been tooled like that. That's what makes Jon who he is, and that's what makes Jon better. He will go with those guys. He's not a wrestler. He's a mixed martial artist. And this is how he becomes so good at the sport of MMA. He's great with his wrestling. He's great with his striking. And he's got a very good submission game also. He has submitted black belts. Jon Jones is going to be phenomenal at the heavyweight division. Can he be put to sleep? Yes, but he's got to be touched. He has been touched in the past, and he's shown that he has a good chin. They're going to have to hit that perfect shot. That's not an easy thing to do.
Wait, are we talking about runs? You're talking about a heavyweight run? You got to fight first before you can make a run. And so until they get that money situated and that worked out, get this shit off my screen. I don't want to talk about it.
Wow,
Get it out of here.
Talk about it, man.
Get it out of here.
You are such a homer.
Podcast, Dave. Get this nonsense off. Next.
All right. With that, let's get into topic number 3. Can Pena versus Nunes 2 sell as a pay-per-view main event?
Jon?
Yeah, they'll watch now because of what happened in the first one. And the real question is, Amanda's taken a lot of flack over the fact that she tapped and that she didn't struggle out of it. Look at fatigue. Fatigue beats everyone. And I don't care how good of a fighter you are, when you are exhausted and someone is now wrapping their arm under your chin, and even if the hooks aren't in, you're done. So why are you going to sit there and act like, I'm just going to let it go, I'll go unconscious, doesn't matter. She was done. She will at least now, if she goes and she fights Pena again, she will at least now have a target to put on her. That may motivate her. That may get her in the shape that she needs to be. That may change her fighting style for the fight. It will be a good fight, and I would pay to see it.
Look, I would pay to see it as well. Do I think it'll do well? I don't know, because here's the thing. Pay-per-views right now are just not doing well. So it doesn't matter if it's these two or if it was somebody else. They're just not doing well. And so I think that they would do average numbers. I don't think they would do top-tier numbers. They would do average numbers. Can you make it a main event? Absolutely. Would I buy it? Absolutely, I would buy it. Next.
All right. And with that, we're going to get into our next topic. We're going to play for every action, there's a reaction. I know you guys are familiar with this by now because we've done it several weeks in a row. So I hope you're ready to react to some funny stuff. So the first clip we have is from this past weekend. In fact, they're both from this past weekend. And they're on the funnier side. The first one is Nate Diaz leaving the arena at the Jake Paul fight, and he walks past who we now found out to be another fighter. I don't think he's in the UFC. And Nate, well, here's the video. Watch and give us your reaction.
Yeah.
You see that there go up?
I don't know who it is. That's the thing is, I want to know
who is that guy.
I'll tell you his name right now, but he's a regional fighter, and he called out Nate Diaz.
Is it a regional fighter, boxing or MMA?
MMA.
Oh yeah,
jeez.
I love it. Well, he was definitely prepared for Nate, man.
Well, he just lost. He just lost $12 worth of beer. That's what happened. He spilled his beer and his popcorn. That shit went everywhere.
Beer went everywhere.
Yeah. His name is Caress Archer, and he posted a response video basically calling out Nate Diaz and telling Dana he'd fight him for free.
Nice try, dude. After that reaction, you ain't getting nothing.
2 for flinching, baby. That's what you're getting. You're getting 2 for flinching. Next.
All right. Our next video.
10-8 Nate Diaz.
Yeah, 10-8.
At the fight, George Masvidal was making his way down to the ring, and somebody pushed him. And this is the aftermath from the kid that pushed him. And I'm deliberately not playing sound.
Was it the redheaded kid?
Yeah.
The one with his hands up?
Oh, my gosh.
Like, please don't kill me?
You gotta be kidding me, man.
He pushed him?
So it looks like he just got... Yeah, so he kind of shoved him, as he trying to be funny, I'm sure. And the aftermath is that Masvidal gave him the stairs and the kid shit his pants, it looks like.
Oh, but John, this is what we were talking about with the Chael Sonnen situation,
This is exactly it, baby.
You cannot... Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot approach these fighters as if they're like your homie on the street. They are not your friend, okay? And they don't want to be your friend. And anything you do to them is fair game. You go ahead and touch them and see what happens. He's obviously, George saw, he's like, yo, this kid looks like he's like 12. Ginger. He did. He's a redheaded ninja. He snuck in with the push. Ginger. I call him a ginger. A redheaded ninja.
He's a ginger.
He's a ginger. But I mean, realistically, he's lucky George didn't slap the shit out of him. But I mean, security jumped in. People were there to obviously stop it. But you guys got to stop, man. People got to stop fucking around with these top level athletes. I don't care who you are. Just leave these people alone. They just want to be left alone. They just want to watch the fights. They want to come in, come out. He's lucky he didn't slap the shit out of him.
Andy Dalton Jr. If you know who Andy Dalton is, that was Andy Dalton Jr. right there. Andy Dalton Jr., you done fucked up. If you put your hands on him, you're lucky that he did not put his hands on you. So
yeah.
All right, let's get into this fifth and final topic. How does the rematch with Esparza and Namajunas go?
Ooh,
come
John.
on. Come on.
John, Carla Esparza has the way to beat her. Just wrestle her, grind her, get on her. But can she stuff the takedown? Can she keep it against the fence so she's not taking those long-range shots? Rose has gotten so much better at judging the distance, using the jab, putting the kicks behind the punches. It's going to be a really hard-fought fight for her. But Carla's got this one chance, this one opportunity. Dana White came out and said that for sure this fight is next. Carla, be careful what you wish for. But if anyone has a style to beat her, I think it's Carla.
Carla's got the wrestling, but let's just take a look at this. Their first fight, completely, just throw it away.
Yeah.
Does not matter. Completely different fighters. Now, I will give Carla Esparza is much better in the stand-up game now than she was back then, but she is not in the same position as far as fighting a fighter that stayed stationary and in front of her. Rose Namajunas, completely different. Her angles, her attacks, her speed, her accuracy is completely different. Rose Namajunas is a different animal now, and Carla is going to have to fight the best fight of her life to walk away with that title, because the person that she's fighting is in no way similar to the person that she beat to become the first strawweight champion in the UFC. She did that. She's got that. It will be there forever. But man, as you said, be careful what you wish for, because this fight's going to be completely different from at least from the way I'm seeing it.
That's going to wrap us for this week's show.
Well, like I said when we started this show, even though we didn't play a game, I still
John
won.
won everything. John, baby. Tell him, Josh.
All right, well, hey, guys, make sure you guys go to our Weighing In Extras channel, which is where you guys are watching this, but don't leave this channel without hitting that subscribe button. Come on, guys, do us that favor. Look, the views on this show itself is coming through the roof. We're doing a lot better. The channel is growing. We want to thank you guys for being supportive. Also, go to our regular YouTube channel.
All right, the regular
and hit the
our
subscribe
extras.
and our extra channel. We want to thank you guys so much. And John, take us off.
I just want to say to everyone out there, Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. I hope you get to spend it with someone you care about and love, and we will see you